I'm Kris Canavan, and the piece is Dredge. Dredge comes from my own personal life experience. There's a very personal element to that performance. It speaks about a moment in time for me, but the piece is abstract enough that it allows for multiple interpretations and potential readings. The sort of primary focus for this London-based intervention of Dredge is the political. And as a resident of Jarrow, coming down to London, I can't overlook, and I would be doing a disservice to the history to overlook the legacy of the Jarrow Crusade. There are a number of contemporary echoes of what happened in the past and what happened in 1936 that are resonating strongly with me. So this performance and going through the streets of London on this particular route, on the day when the Jarrow Crusaders had arrived in London and were having a rally in Hyde Park, is very important for me. The marchers themselves never made it to Parliament Square, never had the opportunity to hand over the petition for work. They were denied an opportunity to see the Prime Minister because he, to use his words, he didn't want to set an unwanted precedent where he would be communicating with serfs. So for me to actually start in Parliament Square is my way of paying respect and an homage to those 200 that took part in a futile action and knew from the beginning that they would never be seen by the Prime Minister, but still were compelled in absolute urgency and necessity to do something. And that, to me, is one of the reasons why I make work. There's a compulsion, a need, and an urgency to create, regardless of potential failure, regardless of how futile those actions may seem, or surreal, or political. Like there's just a driving urge and necessity, and that physical journey of 200 people marching from the north, from Jarrow down to London, is a very physical process. And again, like the nature of this piece is very, very physical, very laborious. So there's these echoes. So for me, like this piece, Dredge, is in London now, is my way of just paying respect.
Und da sind Gebäude und Häuser davor. So kann man das sehen.
I take a great deal of pleasure in creating works in public spaces. And for me, it's important that we don't have ivory towers and precious spaces where a hallowed ground where one can go to witness a performance. We've got all of these amazing spaces on our doorsteps. We're artists, we're free. Let's just go and create and show something to people that might not have ever experienced something like this in their life. There's the potential, the opportunity to touch someone, to reach out to someone. And that is more magical to me than preaching to the converted. That floral garland that I am dragging, that I am dredging through the streets of London, I hope that that is a vessel for other people to lay down things that they don't want to carry with them anymore. And then we say goodbye to that. We ignite it on a silver platter, we say goodbye, and we have a communal, collective purge of the unwanted. That's always been my intent.